Hi, my name is Vince Beaty. I'm a Community Liaison Officer with Multiple Solutions. Multiple Solutions are a disability employment provider, and we provide disability employment services for people with injury, illness or medical conditions in South Australia. We're contracted by the Department of Social Services. We're a 5-star provider, which means we provide a really good service as borne out by our results. And we're under the umbrella of the MS Society of South Australia and Northern Territory. We support people with an injury, a health condition or disability to find and/or maintain suitable employment. We also refer them to other services such as housing, financial, social, medical and educational services. We do that by helping people plan their career, job match, job place, pre-employment training and support to find and maintain employment. You know, when a person's got a disability or a medical condition, sometimes I feel like they just can't fit in and they don't know where to go. And that's where our one-on-one individualised employment consulting model, case management model, really helps them. And so we don't see people as being, you know, people with disabilities. We see people with abilities and skills, and we try to help them plug into the right kind of employment for them. Something that's maintainable, sustainable, and they can be happy in long term. We've also got a work assist program. Now this program is a little bit different because these are people that are already working, and because of their health, maybe their condition has been exacerbated and their symptoms have flared up in whatever disability they might have, and their performance of work isn't quite up to speed. We can go in there and we can advocate for them on behalf of them with their employer. We can design workplace modifications and help set them up in the workplace. And we can do all sorts of other ways to support that person through our work assist program. We've got a lot of good news stories at Multiple Solutions. I've got a couple of them here, but there are so many. For instance, Leslie, he was out of work. Now, he was a carpenter, very physically demanding. He couldn't do it anymore because of his back. He had really serious back issues, disc issues in his neck and his lower back. He didn't know how to work a computer. We helped him through a beginner's course and then through another course. And it was good because he ended up getting a job where he had to use a computer. And so now he's back at work and continuing his studies. And, you know, he's just had a new lease on life. We also had this guy, Dylan. In 2016, he had a really horrific car accident. And the doctors found that there was some numbness in his legs. And they sent him for an MRI and found out he has been diagnosed with MS at the age of 22. He was nervous, he was angry, he went to work the next day, he broke down, he acted up. And things didn't go well for him. He ended up losing his job. He came back to see his employment consultant at Multiple Solutions. They helped him to get in touch with an MS nurse. They helped him to understand his diagnosis and to manage his symptoms. And then we ended up getting him a full-time job in production. He's now been there for over a year, and he says he loves working because it helps him keep busy and he's made new friends. And, you know, life is going well for him. In order to be eligible for our program, you have to have a disability, an injury or a health condition. You've got to be aged between 14 and the age pension qualifying age. And you've got to be at or above minimum legal working age in the state or territory. Have a future work capacity within intervention of at least 8 hours a week, and that's determined by Centrelink. You've got to be an Australian resident or a permanent resident visa holder. not studying full-time, not working at or above your employment benchmark hours. You know, some of our participants think our service is really great. One comment here, they are very understanding to my needs and abilities, as well as honest in addressing areas where I may need extra support. In this current climate where there's choice and control, job seekers can choose a provider. They can move from one provider to another, and they don't have to stay with the provider if they don't feel that provider is meeting their needs. So it's important for us to deliver an absolutely brilliant service so that people keep on coming back and sending their friends to us. And we're finding we've been in this industry for 25 years providing disability employment services, and we're getting a lot of people being recommended to come to Multiple Solutions. In most cases, a job seeker will be referred to a DES provider by Services Australia or Centrelink, by the assessors that do the assessment. Referrals can also be made by Services Australia, Department of Social Services, or people can directly register with us. We do a lot of direct registrations where people were just not connected with Centrelink and not connected with any other provider, but they're just coming off the street and they can register with us and receive help to find employment. Job seekers can also choose a DES provider at the time of their initial referral. To inform this choice, Services Australia provide information about these services on the Job Access website, jobsearch.gov.au, for the job seeker to review and make their own decision. You know, job seekers can also change providers, and if the job seeker has been connected with a provider that doesn't give them what they're supposed to give them, they can choose to transfer to a different provider. And we've had a lot of people transfer over to us because of that reason. They can be provided with a list of providers in the job seeker's area. And again, they can find that information online. At the assessment, people, it's used to identify a person's vocational and non-vocational barriers to finding and maintaining employment, their work capacity and ongoing support needs. The ESAT assessment also recommends the most appropriate employment services assistance and can also identify any interventions that may help a person to overcome their individual barriers. At that assessment, benchmark hours will be set, and the assessor will determine whether that person could work 8, 15, 23 or 30 hours a week. You might have some questions for us. If you do, I'll be very, very happy to try to answer any questions you may have. You can contact us on 1800 053 154. We have 9 office locations scattered around metropolitan Adelaide, from as far as Elizabeth in the north to Noarlunga in the south. You can read them there on your screen. So we've probably got an office that's very close to you. If you want to find out more information, you go to our Multiple Solutions Facebook page, or you can go to our Multiple Solutions website at multiplesolutions.com.au, and you can send us a get in touch email by hitting the contact us button. I really hope that you'll make the decision to get in touch with us and find out how we can help you to get into work. And if you have any friends or any clients of your own who are looking for work, we'd be sure happy and delighted to give them assistance to find the right job for them.